amazing. Listen, I can do this every Saturday. The amounts of notes that we've taken. Quantum field, okay?
I've been pacing up and down the house like with my phone. It's crazy. Everybody's fired up. Thank you, everybody, for feeding our brain. You know, we need this every day because with all the things going on in the world, you know, it's easy to get discouraged. But when you see all this fire that's going on and all these testimonies and all these people having success and all these leaders willing to help us, I mean, it's crazy. I'm so excited. Like I know people must be thinking like, what is she on? But I'm just high on product, high on life, high on this opportunity, on this patch, on how much blessings we have still, because this is a ground level. How many people we have, how many more people we have that we're gonna go out there and bless in this 2023, this year that just began. But guys, man, what can we were thinking about how can we give something that you guys can learn from, because that's people always trying to find out, like, how is it that you guys did it? It doesn't matter. Don't compare yourself to anybody. I always say that. God has this timing for you. You just got to do the right actions and activities to be able to become successful. If you continue doing that, there'll be a time that it'll happen for you. It doesn't matter the time. It's a numbers game, like I say that all the time. And you know what? The other day, Mike was doing, he was talking to some people, and he was just breaking down the auto ship, and he was doing it with numbers, and he was like, and something came to my brain. I was like, that's what I say when I say numbers game is exactly that. So then I went back to Mike and I said, oh my gosh, that's so important. That's an amazing training, because people need to hear that, how important auto ship is. Because auto ship is the residual. Without auto ship, you don't have anything. It's a constant recruiting. It's a job. So you want to have auto ship. That's the key to your business. So, I mean, it's so important. I know we have 10 minutes. I don't want to take out the time because he has so much stuff on the board to give to you guys. So I'm right here, guys. We're super excited. This 2023 is going to be the best year ever, for sure.
Amen.
And thank you to everyone that's just filled our brain and our hearts. And we're just so happy to be here in this conference. And yes, we want this all the time. So take it away, Mike.
Thank you. Hey, guys, like I said, amazing information we've been able to take down. And I love who was talking about the fire just now?
I mean, we have...
And I brought out my fire extinguisher, and I'm hiding them because ain't nobody's putting out my fire, all right? And Steve Merritt said that, you know, we all put our pants at the same time. I'm actually, you know, but the same way. Actually, we don't put it at the same time. We put it on the same way, right? So I actually forgot to put mine, and this is one of my new shirts, Steve. Put it on just for you. But I wanna go ahead and I wanna break this down, because like Sahi just said, if you are not on auto ship, guys, you should just stop doing the business right now, because it means you don't understand what this business is about. And it's funny because I was talking to a gentleman the other day, breaking down, you know, how the residual works. And I was using the concept of a gym. He says, Mike, that's perfect because I used to own a gym. And I said, well, perfect, because you're going to understand this. You're going to appreciate this. And guys, yeah, I'm going to turn this off just because I don't want a reflection. You guys can see me fine. And I'm going to get the board closer in a second. So the most important thing, guys, you need to understand is that if you're having a challenge getting people involved on auto ship, it's simply because you're not getting it. Your conviction will convince people to get on their auto ship. All right. And like Sahi said, if you're not on auto ship, this is just a reoccurring job. And you think of a gym, which like my buddy David Warden said, you know, he goes to the gym. The gyms are packed right now. Everyone is coming in with the specials, whether you spend the $99 plus your membership, $50, sometimes even $1. Well, gyms don't make their money based on the amount of money that the people put down. It's their auto ship or their membership, right? Membership, auto ship. It's the same thing here. So when people come in and they get their initial order, that's our initial bonus, right? Which is the same when people go to the gym and they pay the $99. Yeah, the gym owners make some money on that, but that's not really where the heart of the business is. The heart of the business is accumulating members that pay their consistent membership. So guys, if you are having trouble getting people on ownership, again, it's because you yourself are not convinced. Because when I get to that point, I let them know, you have to be on ownership. Because if not, you don't understand the business. This business is built on ownership. So I just want to point out a couple of things here real quick, and let me know if you guys can see this. And then don't worry if you can't, because I'm going to make it a thing to just point it out. We know that. Okay, yeah. Let me see. You guys can see this. Is this better? No, I should get rid of the reflection, right? Okay. All right. So basically, we can be active. You've heard Gina say, listen, you can collect all your points with one sleeve, but you make ATM all the money on two sleeves. So I make sure people come in on two sleeves. And just so that you know, for those of you who have been in and maybe you're on one sleeve, you can't even get to the level of manager without being on two sleeves, okay? And if we really break down the numbers, listen, I'm a high school dropout, but I love numbers. And I dropped out of high school, not because I was dumb, but because I was stupid. Meaning I was smart enough, I just quit because, I went a whole different path. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So 55 points keep you active, right? So one sleeve of X39, guys, get your pads and write this down, all right? One sleeve of X39 generates 77 points on auto ship, right? You only need 55 points to accumulate all your points, stay active, great. But one sleeve equals 77 points. So if you're single, you can get by on two sleeves because you're gonna get one sleeve for you and at least one sleeve to share. And who can build this business sharing one sleeve per month? I don't know, certainly not me, all right? You cannot do the 3-3-1 effectively on one additional sleeve per month, all right? So look at this, like Linda Sanchez said, if you treat it like a business, you're gonna have business results, right? I can show you, I have plenty of patches, and the minute I'm down to like 10, I'm like, all right, go ahead and place another order right away because I'm consistently looking to fill up my tree. So 2 sleeves, actually 110 points is what you need in order to get paid all the way. You need at least 110 points to be manager and above, 110. But guess what, guys? 2 sleeves of X39 actually gives you 154 points. So that's what I'm counting on, 154 points. Now, I need you to understand the residual side and the fact that this business works on a cycle, 4-week cycle. In other words, if you come in today, can you guys see my board? Or should I'm gonna stand on this side. Okay, perfect. If you come in today and you're coming in on week number 1, and let's say you do the dues, which is you're gonna come in, you're gonna go manager, you're gonna get your 4 people, right? The business, like Javi and Olga said, is making yourself a manager and duplicating that and going deep and helping the people that are serious about doing that and meeting everybody at their own time, all right? Everyone's got their own time about how aggressive they want to become. But if you come in, you bring in your 4 people, right? That's 4 people. 4 weeks from now, they're going to get their auto ship. So already on slot number 1, because it's week number 1, 2, 3, 4 every month. And then people who signed up a month ago get their auto ship sent out ago. So if next week you only have 2 people that duplicate that only this guy goes manager and this guy goes manager, 2 people, you have 8 people for the following week, right? 4 weeks from now, they're going to get their auto ship sent out to them. So if we simply duplicate that system on a low end, guys, just numbers, and you can look at this in different ways. 2 that tell 2 that tell 2, but the idea is managers that make managers that make managers. 4, 8, 16. 4 weeks from now, they're going to get their auto ship. The next week, they duplicate that, 32. Then we go back to week number 1, where the original 4 people plus you are getting your auto ship automatically shipped. That means that that's points that you're getting that month based on no new volume, all right? This is just people, but again, everyone's putting in people, whether it's just these people that duplicated or some of these people that during this week, they bring in people. You got 64 All right, just keep duplicating that system. Plus the 4, just you already know what's set up for next month. Duplicate that. 64, 128, 250, and I just did the number for the sake of number, 250, 500. And that's how you build auto ship, guys. And again, even if you go slower and you only bring 2 people, that bring 2, the next week is 4, then it's 8, then it's 16, then it's 32. But you see how it compounds and eventually grows, right? Because we know it's not going to happen perfectly every time, because we don't live in a perfect world. All right, that's just the reality of it. So, but if you stay consistent, and like Sahi says, you do the numbers, not just these numbers, but the numbers of talking to people, which, listen, you can know this in Chinese and Mandarin and languages that you don't even speak, right? This doesn't mean anything. It's about you going out there, like we've been saying, consistently impacting people, right? But this is how this works. Now, this is how this works, right? If you want to know how much, what do you need to do to get to a certain amount of money per week? Well, we know that cycles pay us $330 on our lesser side, $660 on a greater side pays us a cycle. And we know that a cycle is $50, right? So if you want to know what you need to do to get to $1,000 per month, get them outside. put a patch on him. All right. If you want to know what you need to get, what you need to have in your business to get to $1,000 per month, and I'm going to break it down per week in a minute. Well, that's 20 cycles, because we said a cycle is $50. So when you divide 1,000 by 50, that's 20 cycles on your lesser side. So that means you need 42 people. Not that you personally sponsored. Maybe your people's people, like Javi was saying, you go down there in depth. You look to work with anybody who wants it, because we get paid for everyone. Infinity, up to $25,000 per week. So we got a financial incentive to help everyone. I forgot who else was saying to reach up to your upline. We want to help you. If we help you make money, we make money too. All right. So 42 people on your lesser side, 84 on your greater side on a monthly basis. Maybe you got 10, 11 people during 1 month, totaling 42 and 84. Double that on your left side, on your greater side. You are making $1,000 per month without counting all of the money that you're making from all of the other bonuses. This is not counting the money that you're getting in your first order bonuses. This is not counting the money that you're making from executive check match and everything else in your customers. This is just simply auto ship. All right. Without auto ship, we don't have a business. So how do we get to 2,000 per month, Mike? Well, you double those amount of people. 84 people on your lesser side, 168 on your greater side, with 154 points, 2 sleep of X39. Again, how do I get to those numbers? 1,000 divided by 50 is 20 cycles. That means every cycle, 20 cycles times 330 is 6,000. I didn't even want to break all that down because it's not important. This is what you need to know. 184 and 168 on your greater side gets you 2,000 per month. 126 people and 252 on your greater side gets you to $3,000 per month. Okay. And again, maybe you only put 4, 5, or 6. Okay, you're helping everyone, and maybe some of them you got blessed, and some of them came from your upline. But I say all that I'm not going to count on. I'm going to count on what I can do. All right, what I'm going to go out there and recruit. So 4,000 per month, 168 people on your lesser side on auto ship with their 2 sleeves, and 330 on your greater side. All right, and that can flip flop, but it's okay. You're going to keep balancing back and forth. 210 points on your lesser side. Guys, that's nothing. It's hard to get to that 100 people. Once you get to that 100 people, it's half the time to get to 200 because it's no longer just based on your efforts. To get to 300, it's a quarter of the time. To get to 400 you lose control. We looked at our back office the other day. I'm like, oh my God, we're already over 2,000 people on our lesser side, right? It's crazy, guys. And we've only sponsored 72 people to date. All right, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So to get to $5,000 per month on your business, 210 and 420. Guys, 210, that's about 50 people on a weekly cycle that are getting their auto ship every single month. That's nothing with a product like this, guys. You need to believe that and really, really project that, because that's what's going to get you out there, guys, to get this done. In our first business, this is our second big run, really, because I've tried some other stuff, and because they're Me Too products, it's never really worked for us either. It doesn't matter how much success you've had in the past. Your past success does not dictate your future success, because I failed a few other times with other stuff that we tried after our first run. Why? Because we didn't have something special like this. We had something special in our first run, but because you couldn't patent the fruit, what happened? Everybody became duplicated. Everybody began duplicating us, and we also became a Me Too product. But it's not going to happen here, and that's why I'm hitting this with every fiber in my body, right? Finally, how do I get to 10,000 a month, guys? Listen, an extra 1,000 per month will change most people's lives in the United States and in the world, all right? Not to mention 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 10,000 per month. You need 420 people. That's about 100 people. And again, maybe you only sponsored 4 or 5 or 6. Doesn't matter how many you sponsored. Help those people go in depth, like Javi was saying. Find leaders. Find people who want it. 420 on your lesser side. 840 on your greater side. You're making an extra 120,000. Guys, most people don't make that money in their lives per year. All right? And they go to school and study hard, and they don't make that kind of money, right? And finally, how do you make that per week? Well, you want that, so you multiply that by 4. How do you make this per week? How do you multiply by 4, right? So 10,000 per week. When I first started, my goal was to get to 10,000 per month. And my wife and I said, we don't know. We've been out of the industry. We've been out of the game for over 8 years. We're going to have to start from scratch. So let's give ourselves a realistic goal. Let's go out there as hard and as hungry as when we first started in the industry. And let's look to hit this per month. In a year, 12 months from the day we started. Guys, look what happened. This happened a lot sooner than we could have ever imagined. 3,360 people in total in your business. 1,600, total on your greater side. 1,680 on your lesser side. $10,000 per week. You know how many people make that in life? You can count it. It's fractions of fractions, guys. That, I don't know. I haven't done the study on that, but I know it's not a lot of people. And how many people like myself can do this, and my wife, that have never graduated high school? Guys, that's why we hit this as hard as we can. And you can do this. But like I said, in a perfect world, it's going to work this way. Guess what? We're not in a perfect world. That's why we teach. How do you like that? Ba-bang, right? That's why we teach 2020. Guys, go out there. Stop looking to do the maximum, doing the least. That's the problem with people. It's like, it drives me crazy when people want to lose weight. It's like, okay, how long do I need to eat salad for? It's a lifestyle. You're in shape because it's a lifestyle. I'm in shape because it's a lifestyle that I've made. You know these New Year's resolutions? I made that a lifestyle. I don't believe in New Year's resolution, because guess what? As soon as, like Linda Sanchez said, as soon as things begin to go bad, all of a sudden, you wait till next year to get motivated. Motivated guys said, got an expiration date. It's a lifestyle for us, right? Because I want the lifestyle. I don't want just the moment. So 2020, guys, look to do the maximum. I'm not counting on overflow. I'm not looking to just, hit home runs every time I swing. No, it's not going to happen like that. It's just a reality. I don't know. I don't know if my time is up, and that's why my picture's up. But 2020. 20 on your left, 20 on your right. That's your ultimate goal. Now, here's the deal. 80-20. Remember this, 80-20. Because 80% of the people are not really going to do it. These 80%, you're going to get your 0%ers, you're going to get your 10%ers, your 20%ers, your 30, your 40%ers, and your 50%ers. 80% of them, some are not going to do anything. Some are going to whatever. But 20%, they're going to do 100%. 80-20. So from 20, that's 4 people. 20% of 20 is 4. 20% of 20 is 4. So that means that 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to do something. Again, you got your 100, your 0, your 10, whatever. Some of these are not going to do anything. But these guys, 4 out of 20, are going to do what? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. They're going to bring you they're 40 people, and they're going to get 80-20. 24 out of those 20 on each side are also going to duplicate that, guys. Numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. This happens every single time. Many times I talk to my leaders and ask them, hey, my business is going like this, and I ask them every time, how many people have you sponsored? And when they give me a number, I break down the 20%. And I say, this is how many leaders you have in your business. And they're like, 1, 2. Yeah. I'm like, exactly. I know numbers don't lie. 20%. Well, if you sponsor 10 people, you probably have 2 people that are doing it. I say probably because if you brought people in, you know, twisting their arm and they're, you know, they're doing it for you, you know, like your sick uncle or your I don't want to say other things, but you know, they're not one of them. It's people who you really qualified that say that they want to do it, right? But 20%, if you tell me I sponsored 10 people, I got to tell you right now, you got 2 leaders, all right? So that 20% of that, yep, that. And finally, the last thing I want to say, because I think I'm up in my time. Guys, you got to keep it simple. Something that I learned about Steve and Gina Merritt and Onyx Cole, listen, you ask Onyx Cole about other pastors. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure she knows more about every other pastor than you and I. But no, she don't know. She's not. And Steve and Gina Merritt, I learned a long time from them. They're geniuses at making you believe that they're not geniuses, right? Okay, because if they make you understand that they know as much as they know, you're going to believe that you need to know as much as they know to get it going. Guys, I don't talk much. I don't want to say that photobabulation, whatever it's called. I don't even want to learn the word. Sahi was trying to teach me the other day. I'm like, stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know it because I don't want to be smarter than I am, because I want people to know, listen, you can be a high school dropout. And you know what? When I looked at my numbers, I said we put 72 people in total. I was right around this amount of people right here when we were making this. All right. So I'm just telling you, numbers don't lie. Go ahead, baby.
So see what I have to put up with. I have to run behind this guy. But guys, God bless you. We know, we believe in you because people like us, high school dropouts, have done it. And you know, we haven't done nothing yet. This is only the beginning. But guys, you can do it too. So God bless you. We love you. Let's make it a year to remember and
let's rock and roll, guys. You can do it.
That was absolutely awesome. Would you all do me a favor, please, and take a photo of those boards and put them up on the team's Facebook page so everybody can see that clearly? Because it was fantastic, fantastic presentation.
For sure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you for your leadership. First of all, we thank God Almighty. And I don't know. I think we went over. I don't know if we were up on time, but yesterday we were doing a meeting up in Cape Coral, guys. And it was just incredible. You know, we sponsored somebody that we have been talking for some time, and she just became ready. We went over there. She owns a chiropractic center. And first, because we were patching everybody before we even got started. And I thought to myself, this is how it's going to be when Jesus comes back, because we were patching people and they were just getting up after the meeting. Oh, my God. And doing things that they couldn't. So, guys, go out there and do it. Just patch people up. God bless you. We love you. We believe in you. 2023 is your year.
Woo, woo. Thank you. Thank you.